Chapter 11 The day she saved him. The busy street buzzed with traffic and noise. Rahul stood by the roadside, completely engrossed in a business call. His voice was calm but focused as he spoke to one of his company managers, unaware of the danger approaching. Just a few meters away, Leanne and her daughter Kiara were selling sachets of water under the hot sun. Leanne called out to pedestrians while Kiara balanced a small tray in her hands, trying to be helpful. Then it happened. A large truck sped down the road, its horn blaring repeatedly. But Rahul, lost in the call, didn't hear it. He had unknowingly stepped into the road. Kiara's eyes widened in shock. Without thinking, she dropped her tray and sprinted toward Rahul. "Sir, please, a car is coming," she shouted, tugging his arm. Rahul turned in confusion just in time to see the massive truck thundering towards them. In a split-second reaction, he grabbed Kiara and leapt with her to the side of the road, barely escaping the collision. They landed safely, breathless. Kiara stood up, dusting herself off. She turned to Rahul and shouted with a maturity beyond her years, "You need to take care of your life, sir. What if something had happened to you?" Her fierce concern left Rahul speechless. The way she spoke, her care, her courage, touched something deep inside him. He looked at the young girl with admiration and gently pulled her into a warm hug. "Rahul," softly. "What's your name, young lady?" Kiara, still catching her breath. "My name is Kiara." Rahul, concerned. "Kiara, what are you doing here alone? Where's your mom?" Kiara looked around and pointed down the street. "She's coming." Leanne was indeed making her way toward them, pushing through the crowd and dodging cars, trying to reach her daughter. But before she could arrive, Rahul's bodyguards showed up, alarmed by the situation. They quickly surrounded Rahul, preventing anyone, including Leanne, from getting too close. Before leaving, Rahul knelt beside Kiara. "Rahul, please give this number to your mother. Tell her to call me when you're with her, okay?" Kiara nodded, clutching the slip of paper as Rahul stepped into his car and was driven away. Moments later, Leanne finally reached her daughter, her face filled with worry. "Leanne. Kiara. Are you okay?" Kiara, smiling. "I'm fine, Mum. The hero saved me." Leanne. "Hero." Kiara, grinning. "Yes. A man was about to be hit by a truck, and I tried to save him. But he ended up saving both of us. He gave me this number and told me to call him." Leanne gently took the paper from her daughter's hand. At RM. Mansion. When Rahul entered the mansion, he looked shaken. Sandra noticed immediately. "Sandra. Bro. What's wrong?" "Grandma, walking in. My grandson, what happened?" Rahul recounted the entire story, how a little girl named Kiara saved his life and how he had never seen someone so caring at that age. "She's brave, and somehow, I feel connected to her," he added quietly. Sandra and Grandma listened intently, their eyes wide with gratitude and wonder. "That girl must be special," Grandma said. Later that night, at Richard's house, Precious greeted Leanne and took Kiara into her arms. "Precious. Welcome, sister." Leanne smiled, but her mind was still on the earlier events. As they gathered for dinner, Leanne finally spoke. "Leanne. Today, Kiara surprised me." "Precious. How?" Leanne. "She ran into the road to save someone. A truck nearly hit them both. I didn't get to see the man's face, but he gave Kiara this number. Richard. Then call it." Leanne pulled out her phone and dialed. Back at RM. Mansion. Rahul's phone was on the living room table when it rang. Sandra picked it up. "Sandra. Hello. Leanne. Good evening. Please, I'd like to speak to the man who gave this number to my daughter." "Sandra. Please hold on. I'll get him." She rushed upstairs. "Sandra. Bro. Someone is calling. She says she's Kiara's mom." Rahul ran down and grabbed the phone. "Rahul. Hello. Leanne. Good evening, sir." "Rahul. Good evening, dear. Please, who am I speaking with?" "Leanne. Kiara's mother." Rahul's voice softened. "Oh my God, madam, it's your daughter who saved my life today. Please thank her for me." Sandra and Grandma excitedly urged Rahul to put the call on speaker. All of them, one after the other, expressed the gratitude to Leanne and Kiara. Then Sandra extended an invitation. Sandra, please, come over for lunch tomorrow with Kiara. Leanne hesitated briefly but finally accepted. The next day, at Richard's house, Richard greeted his sisters before heading to work. Leanne, today, I'll be going to the house of the man Kiara saved, with Kiara and Precious. At RM Mansion, Rahul greeted his family in the morning. Rahul, good morning, Grandma. Good morning, Sandra. Sandra, today, we're going to have very special guests. Grandma, she's our godsend. Rahul, we must prepare a proper welcome for them. Later that morning, Leanne called to confirm their visit. Rahul smiled. Rahul, no problem. We'll be expecting you. 3 hours later, at the mansion's gate, the security guard greeted Leanne and the girls. Leanne, is this the RM Mansion? Guard, pointing. As you can see from the signboard, yes. Leanne, we're here to see your boss. Please tell him Kiara's mother is at the gate. Just then, Sandra stepped out for fresh air. She spotted the conversation. Sandra, who's at the gate? Guard. They say it's Kiara's mum and her sisters. Sandra's eyes lit up. Let them in. She ran over, hugged Kiara tightly, and thanked her again for saving her brother's life. Inside the house, Grandma welcomed them warmly and called for juice. Both women treated Kiara like royalty. Precious looked around, dazzled. This place is like heaven. Sandra leaned toward Grandma, whispering. Kiara's mum looks just like the woman in all those photos in Rahul's room. Just then, Sandra called out. Sandra. Bro. They're here. Rahul's voice echoed from upstairs. I'm coming. When he finally came downstairs, his eyes met Leanne's. She froze. Rahul, she whispered, just before fainting. Rahul rushed forward, catching her in his arms. Leanne, he shouted in panic. Without hesitation, he carried her upstairs and called for a doctor. To be continued.